does a fantastic job with the South Island Scorpions team. And out come the two teams now to Pukekohe for this grand final today. These two teams met in the final of the NZRL 18s 2 last year, which counties won. Very different team, though, in that counties under 18s team, with a lot of these players now moving through to this age group. A lot of the counties 18s players have been picked up by the Warriors SG Ball team. But the South Island teams, a lot of guys that have graduated from that team into this team. And just one more shout out to, we mentioned the tournament team. We've got a shout out to the other players that made it. Portman Paul, who we thought was fantastic for Waikato. He made the tournament team as a prop. And 3 Akarana players, Daniel Smith, Kalang Clyde, and Ariki Honatana. So congratulations to those guys. And we got better announce the MVP of the tournament too, Takayo Cranwell, the back rower for the South Island. Fantastic prospect, isn't he?
Yeah, well deserved. The skill he's displayed over the last couple of weeks in particular has been outstanding. So congratulations.
Referee is Jack Fevers. So it's finals time now here at Pukekohe, and it's going to be the South Island that have the first carry, and straight away Wellington, who's been very impressive, a former NZRL 16s captain. He takes the first carry now to Saukuru. And straight away, referee Fevers, that's a dangerous tackle. Not much in that one, but still, at this age group, they don't like that stuff, the referee.
Yeah, and here's the difference between these two teams in the past, and we'll see whether counties can adjust themselves to it. Still at the sort of younger age limit, they want to beat their chest a little bit and try and be aggressive and put shots on. And, you know, it's against a team like the South Island, who's worked out that if they're smart enough and patient enough, they can get over teams towards the back end of games. That sort of that football just doesn't work. As we see, there's a mistake there.
Yeah, an error made there by Callum Donaldson. You could see Kupateho was trying to be expansive and pass the ball late at the line. Not a bad idea, just wasn't executed.
Indeed, I mean, there was nothing more potent than just a little two-pass, but I think he was looking to cut back on the inside there, Te Hau. So,
Archie Jacobs, you're going to see, ruining that error. He had an early chance for his team to put pressure on this county's Manukau Stingray side, but not to be. So back come counties with the ball. And now Tau, who's proved one of the best tackle busters in the competition.
Oh, his post-meter contact is enormous for this team.
Yeah, he's been absolutely brilliant. And now here comes Tamatimu, Jeremiah Tamatimu, hard-working front rower. He's right on the halfway line. That's Pritchard. The hooker again with Malakai Tony staying at 13. Little gap there for Makiha. But in the end, he's wrapped up by Harmer Campbell.
A little disjointed and disorganised from both teams at the moment.
Yeah, a few nerves, I guess, with the finals, and all counties are choosing to run it with Naitoko here. Is on the 30, and not often you see a team come up and win a national title against the two Auckland teams, but that is in prospect today, and they might be a little nervous on that as Makiha puts the kick up. Ramsey chasing through here, so Kuru competes for it, and it's Nyman who's picked up the ball here for the South Island.
Yeah, I definitely think the South Island Scorpions are the favourites in this one, despite the how powerful we know counties can be. I think as a unit, their team at the moment is playing much better rugby league.
Let's play on, and Donaldson's got a beautiful offload from Siaki. How good was that from Deidre Siaki? And now Harmer Campbell. Counties must be stretched on that left edge. Beautiful pass from Cranwell. Now Lamoni Kaya, who's got power and pace. What a great tackle that was. That was Malaysia who made that one. That could have been a try saver. And now we got Cranwell again. Harmer Campbell. Caleb Murphy. Thule used through the middle. Uriah Thule's had a quiet 20s campaign this year, last year in this division. Murphy running it nicely to the line. Siaki, who made the original burst. And here's Salkudu. And it's Noah Salkudu who's gone over. Hang on. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it.
Oh. I can see him questioning, because I don't think that ball actually come out of his grasp, even though it moved towards the back of his elbow. I don't think it actually come out of his hands.
Well, let's see if we can pick it up here. Harmer Campbell, you can see the good shape. How about Siaki with that original break and that offload?
Give another look at that in a second.
Yeah, hopefully we will. Tony is playing the ball, but Counties survive. Well, sometimes you might need a bit of luck if you're in a final. Maybe Counties got their lucky card right there.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. It's all set up by the offload, which Donaldson pushed through the line. Got a great ball. He's been enormous for South Island, Donaldson.
He has, hasn't he? Gingeke with that carry for Counties Manukau. Now, Tony at first receiver. Taken strongly by Cooper Teho and Noah Harmer Campbell. Slow play the ball, but referee says that's okay. Now here's to Manu, the captain of this Counties Manukau team. Almost could have offloaded to Naitoko there, but in the end he held the ball. And now Felisto with the final play. Nyman going back, he's touched that, so left to come out of his in-goal area, which he is able to do comfortably. Nyman started in the halves for the South Island, but moved back to fullback with Nepata, the regular fullback, out injured. Now Lamoni Kai's been fantastic in the games he's played. Here's Sokuru with the next carry, the other winger. He's been getting better and better with each game. He was a Christchurch Boys High first 15 rugby player last year, but switching to league for this tournament is Wellington. The ball playing prop. Here's Tuli in a bit of space. Good tackle though. Ngeki was up on the big fella, put him on the grass. Now Harmer Campbell off the fast play the ball. Pretty decent set from the South Island. Remember, this one started with Nyman right in his own in goal, and there goes Max Gibson's kick. Malaysia back in possession. Those two fantastic tries he scored last week, and Counties are on their 30.
Yeah, it's just the pace and the patience of the South Island team is what grinds down teams. We saw that in the last time they played the Counties down in Dunedin. So if they can maintain that, they'll give themselves opportunities down the other end in good position.
Waiti Ramsey right on the halfway line. Here's Naitoko again, who really came good at the end of that game, and he's featuring strongly already here for Counties Manukau. Makiha, and now Fonatalanga, hard-working back rower. He's been very consistent through this tournament. Makiha with the kick to ice the set. Lomanikaya is the target of that kick. Didn't look overly certain lining it up, but look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, he might need a bit of support here. Oh, he went the wrong way, and it's Hesp. Donaldson was free, but Hesp, it was a good take from him. Still a chance here for Gibson. He's got Nyman there, and Matt Gibson will take the tackle. Wonderful return from Lomani Kaya.
Yeah, outstanding. He's deadly from the back there. I mean, he was great in back row as well. But
great hands. Ball. Wellington, there's the first try. Jaden Wellington has been brilliant for this team in the front row. And what a score from the South Island, 4-0.
Yeah, the pass was just a little bit wider. He looked like he was running that flat ball. Here's the return from Lamoni Kaya. Just fell off that tackle and they couldn't reel him back in. Good fend. I think he was looking for the pace. He thought, well, Donaldson's on the inside. He's probably not fast enough to get there, so he went to Hesp. And then this is the final pass. This is a great ball from Donaldson. I don't think it was intended for Wellington, but just that face ball confused the Counties defence. Ended up being a one-on-one, and Wellington was big enough to get to the try line.
He's a very good athletic prop, is Jaden Wellington. And he scores the try. Really good try from him. Got tries against Waikato and Wellington as well. And we've already seen 2 or 3 examples in these first 8 minutes of how good the South Island are and how dangerous they are from even deep within their own half.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, they're smart, and at the moment they're playing low error rugby league, which is creating some high percentages for them. And they're playing clever, and they look like they're eager. They want this game. It's going to take a lot for counties to keep up with them. They know that they can, as long as they're patient and know that this is not going to be won in this first 20 minutes or even first half. It's going to be a real grind this game.
I've got a shout out there for Cooper Teho as well there. He could have easily have grabbed that ball, but I don't know, maybe a bit of instinct just said, I'm going to leave it. And he wisely did. And the team, well, the scoreboard tells you the rest. Is Lomani Kaya, who started that big movement upfield. But this time the county's defence have got him well and truly wrapped up.
And what this pressure does from South Island early in the game is just puts that little seed of 2 weeks ago back in the county's heads.
Gee whiz, how about that for a tackle?
Yeah, that's one way to.
Wow.
One way to put the handbrake on him.
Felice Toe. Oh, was that touched by Makiha? Murphy goes back for the South Island and has got the ball. As Saukuru comes away again on that angled run.
It is a repeat set for South Island.
Here's Cooper Teho. And he gets the penalty there. A lot of these South Island players, I know I've mentioned on previous broadcasts, a lot of these guys have played a lot of rugby league together at rep level. They came into the 16s a couple of years ago, 18s last year, now they're in the 20s. And an example of, we mentioned Takayo Cranwell, who's our tournament MVP. He's still got 2 years left in this age group.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's got a lot of eyes on him at the moment. The way he's playing, He's got good ball playing skills.
He's big.
And he's big, fast. When he wants to run, he's damaging.
He's wearing 11 for the South Island. It's coming out into his direction right there, and there he is with his hands on the ball. Still struggling out of tackles, creating some second phase play. Lomani Kaya. Here's Cranwell again. You can see the pace off the mark from Takayo Cranwell, and he's 5 metres out. Armour Campbell waits at dummy half. Big chance for the South Island for their second try here, perhaps. Mac Gibson.
Oh, that was Felice Toe that went up and tried to put a shoulder on Cranwell, and he came out of it second best.
Yeah.
And also South Island have got a player who's limping in the background as well. That's Wellington.
And Murphy. Well, that pass hasn't gone to ground. Look out, this could open up here for counties. We know how traditionally fast these outside backs are. Kingeka, he stood on the touchline there, I reckon. Yeah, Tachi O'Brien's got it spot on. Oh, wow.
Well, it's a game of inches, isn't it? A little bit more, and he holds his balance and probably goes all the way after that fend, but the fend probably almost pushed him into touch. Great chase by Sakuru, but yeah, just that right foot. That right foot would have hit that touch line.
Yeah, well, Kingeke. Last week there was Ramsey with the intercept that got them back into the game against the Akarana Falcons.
Yeah, there's Felice Toe.
Yeah, well, they won't want to lose him.
I think it was probably more of a stinger than anything. He sort of came up and hit the hip of Takayo Cranwell.
Yeah, it was just this should show it here. I think you're right with that fend, though. This is where he just didn't quite, kind of bounced off him like a bouncy castle. And there right foot.
Just has to touch the paint.
Not like John McEnroe, mate. Chalk flew up. Here's Teho. Armour Campbell waits at dummy half. Gibson. Here's Cranwell again. No space for him on that occasion. Armour Campbell. Here's Wellington again. Whoops. That went a little awry. But Harmer Campbell's picked up the loose ball. Didn't go forward, it says referee Fevers. Harmer Campbell again. Murphy back on the inside. Wellington's dropped that one. Just around his hip, wasn't it? He'd be disappointed still to drop it.
Yeah. he got it a little bit earlier than he was expecting. Wellington gets the pass back on the inside. Isaiah Hesp, the right side second row, has gone off for the South Island. Hopefully he's not badly injured. Lamoni Kaya, I'd imagine, has come in from the wing.
Well, Hesp had some injury problems earlier on in the campaign, and last year too. He had a shoulder injury. So Jason Laurie is on. And here comes Malaysia. He's burned Laurie on the outside. Malaysia. Oh, no way. Great play, Ramsey. Special try, that one. That should be a 5-point try. That was fantastic.
And great recognition. As soon as the changes were made on that right side for the South Island, sort of unfamiliar combination, Counties went out that way. A little bit of discommunication. They find some space out on the edge. This is similar to what we saw last week, the final try that got them the win. Well, yeah, that's Jayton Laurie that's just come onto the field. He's standing up in the wing there. Just didn't have the pace to match it with Malaysia.
Yeah, just got burnt. Laurie just come onto the field. Jayton, the son of Corey Laurie, a former Warriors player.
Yeah.
Great play from Malaysia.
Hornby Panthers.
Yeah, mate. They played in some Premier Division together last year.
Yeah.
Those two, but well, fair play to Ramsey. Good support play from him. We saw him on the wing earlier on in the competition. He's taken Penny's place after he buggered his knee.
Yeah, great return.
Well, two fantastic tries, haven't we?
Yeah. Corey Laurie's probably at the game today, but it's been a few years with Corey.
Yeah.
With the Panther. I roomed with him a couple of times. Terrible roommate.
I won't ask you to reveal any details why. Well, lots of family and friends here for this final today, and we've got a terrific game building up, haven't we? 35-minute halves in the under-20s, and two brilliant tries, one from each team. Well, let's see what happens next. Well, there you go. That's what happens next. A simple error there, and that was Stanley Hangano getting a terrible pass from Kingeke.
Yeah, that's a bit of pressure and a heck of a coach killer as well on the back of a try. Pretty simple. Yeah, just threw it at his knees. Knew straight away as well.
What a chance here for the South Island to respond to what we've just seen from Counties. Murphy to feed the scrum. It's a big defensive set coming up here for the Stingrays as we see Lomani Kaya hit the line. Taken by Naitoko. And Felisto keeping it on that right edge. Gibson, here's Cranwell. Bouncing out of tackles to Kyle Cranwell. Donaldson. Here's Teho. About 10 metres out. Counties Manukau marshalling their defence, trying to get it all sorted. Secure play here as Tuli's used as a decoy. Here's Siaki, who's a hard man to tackle. Very close to reaching out and scoring the try. Just a couple of metres out. Harmer Campbell, here's Wellington to Donaldson, but he's well looked after that time, but he's tough. Callum Donaldson, this is the last play now. Murphy wanting it on the left edge. There's the little kick through for Uriah Tuli. Oh, I think he got there. No, he's dropped it. Second time we've seen them over the line in those circumstances. And no try given. Hard luck there for Uriah Tuli.
Yeah, the opportunity was there. I think they thought they might have just trapped Counties in the end goal. I'll have to see it again. Yeah, definitely knocked it on.
So County survive, and now here's Ramsey, the try scorer. Well, it's a good competitive game so far. Whanatalanga in that game back a couple of weeks ago. South Island really streaked away in the second half. Did have a 10-point lead at half-time in that game, 16-6. There's a good run from Hingano. Tony's there. Stanley Hingano has got big future if he wants it in this game too. Big athletic prop like many others in this competition. Makihia, that is Tau, back on the inside. Pritchard, right in front of Makiha. Bit of gap behind the ruck there, Makiha. Oh, he could have taken the line on there, I reckon, in the end. He couldn't resist the temptation of putting a little kick through.
Yeah, there was a bit of space there. I probably would have been better just to have a go. The kick just wasn't directed well enough. It was still a good set from Counties, making their presence felt here halfway through this first half.
Salkudu comes in for the next carry off the first one from Laurie. Now Wellington just takes the hit up this time, Jaden Wellington. And the late offload is a beauty, and Nyman sniping. Great play from Wellington again. Here's Murphy. Looking to bring maybe Lomani Kaya and Laurie in on that right edge. But there's Robin Herbert. Hasn't seen much ball in the first 20 minutes. Here's Robin Herbert. Good player. Now Naitoko. Toe. And now here's Malaysia, who's getting better and better as each game progresses through this tournament. Toe again. Now Hingano. Good run from Stanley Hingano.
Yeah, it can't be long before we see the inclusion of Ezekiel Stark.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another big body for the South Island to deal with.
Yeah, Tamatimu, that was a good run. Tamanu goes into dummy half this time. There's Malakai Tony. Makiha just measuring the kick. The bounce is critical here. And Ramsey has it. Can he offload it? He can, but Murphy, did he spill it there? Oh, it's being ruled a little nudge forward from Caleb Murphy, who can't believe referee's call.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think he dragged it back into him, which means he pulled it back into his own try line. And also that was a knock on.
Oh yeah, definitely a knock on there from Ramsey.
There probably was a little bubble there from Murphy, but should have been the first knock on. But like I said, yeah, good. I mean, bit of luck here for Counties and opportunity for them now.
Well, last time we saw South Island down the other end of the field, Counties hung on. And let's see if South Island can do the same. With this Counties attack starting to heat up nicely. Here's Naitoko. Malaysia, great hands. Laurie there to make the tackle this time. Good tackle from Jason Laurie. Here goes Naitoko from dummy half. To Manu in at dummy half this time. Well, a little clunky with the pass, but here's Robin Herbert looking for space.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, Robin Herbert still there, drawing a pass in front of Talanga. Oh, great pass from Kingeki, but it's gone forward. It's gone forward.
Just a little impatient there from Counties. They were creating opportunities. Nice little run from Herbert to get an overlap, and then, yeah, just that pass. He's sort of double pumped it and then thought, well, he realised his winger was open, but couldn't get the ball there.
Well, a couple of front row replacements have come on for Counties as well. Ezekiel Start and Harlan Tanamu are on that prop. Again, two very good front rowers that have featured prominently for Counties in this tournament. Lomani Kaya. Laurie to take the next carry. He's going to throw himself into the line, but he's smashed there by Ben Whanatalanga. Here's Siyaki. How good has he been in this tournament? Always a threat. Very aggressive ball runner, and now they've got good front foot running. Ball is Thule, smashes through the line. Oh, was Murphy tackled early there? Referee says no, and he's not been held. And there is a bit of lifting in the tackle, and referee's going to stop play now. Yeah, maybe he's just getting a word from the touchy about the earlier play here. It looked like Murphy might have just been touched. In fact, the penalty is going to be awarded for the dangerous tackle as it's turned out. But Thule, what a run from him.
Well, he hasn't been at the absolute best, Thule, through this tournament. Well, not to what we've seen him in the past. He is having a game today. The Thule that we've seen is really starting to turn up, and that was definitely a dangerous tackle.
So South Island rightly get the penalty. Now Donaldson. 12 minutes out from halftime, just a try piece. Terrific game of NZRL 20s. The grand final for the Ruben Wiki Cup as we see Cranwell giving it out to Nyman and Laurie. Good drift defence by Counties, and there's going to be a penalty for the South Island. Okay, no arms tackle there. Well, someone was taken off the ball. South Island have got it though. Here's Nyman, now Kupateho. Again, the goal line defence from both teams has been pretty good in this game so far. As we see Cuthers out there now wearing 18, Donaldson. Hit hard by Felice Toe. Here's Cuthers once again, now Murphy, and it's Ramsey who's picked up the ball. And it's play on. It didn't come forward off Ramsey, must have gone back, or Thule dropped it.
I mean, good pressure from Ramsey. I think he might have touched the ball as well, but there's a bit of, the ball's come free.
Oh, Herbert was the players, the two fullbacks coming together, and the referees ruled a strip there. Let's go back to this earlier play on, no? I reckon they probably got that right there. Thule, maybe the pass not quite accurate. Now let's check this one out here. Well, in fact, Thule's just smashed it out of Herbert's hands there.
Was the penalty for a strip?
It looked like it, yeah.
Wow.
So Counties have got the penalty, and they've got a full set inside South Island's half here. And now Start. Missed last week's game, of course. Ezekiel Start, following a bereavement in the family, but he's back out there today, and he'll be loving it. Whanatalanga. He's dropped it, I reckon, there, and he has. Simple loose carry there from Ben Whanatalanga. So again, the South Island survive. Both teams maybe just not taking their chances at the moment.
Yeah, unlucky from the back row. May have been justified from that past era, but yeah, we're getting to that stage of the game. A little bit of fatigue starting to creep in. A little bit of focus needs to be taken on each of these runs. Really start to build some pressure.
Yeah, we'll see if either of these teams are good enough to score again before half-time, and who knows, it could be the vital score in the game as Salkuru takes the first carry for the South Island Scorpions. Tries in this game to Jaden Wellington and to Toaiti Ramsey. Both converted by Murphy and Makiha. Cuthers. Here's Siyaki again. Damaging runner. Always seems to bust out of a tackle when he's got his hands on the ball. And again, a fantastic prospect at centre. Now, Donaldson, is that drifted forward to Gibson? No. Cuthers. Here is Mamuta, who's out there now. Just a second appearance of the competition as Murphy looks for Nyman. Bounce of the ball. Favours Robin Herbert. And it's offside play there. And inside the 10, in fact, so Counties are going to get a relieving penalty.
Front of the kicker. Mark the right puck. Yep, right there, mate. Kicking up, mate.
So Archie Jacobs. Not much communication going on between Archie Jacobs and his assistant. But he's a very composed character as Archie Jacobs. Coached these boys for a long time now. Whanatalanga. And to Caleb Murphy. Number 15 is on for Counties now. That's Maitua Saipele. Now Ezekiel Start. Look at him. Bust some bodies. Saipele got one try last week in this semi. Here's to Manu. Oh, straight through the middle is Felisto. He could take some stopping. Felisto. Great chase back by Cranwell and Lamoni Kaya. Naitoko. Here's Saipele.
Oh,
out of the line.
Donaldson.
Brilliant from Callum Donaldson. In fact, he was too fast. Not a bad penalty to give away at the end of the day. Why was it?
Nah, I mean, but penalties are starting to stack up against the Scorpions. I'd like to see that again. It was a great option by Donaldson to try and get up there and try and shut it down as quickly as possible. It was smart, but just a little bit too early out of the blocks.
Here's Tanamu with the first carry. Big body. South Island just keep him from scoring. Saipele. Whoops. Little bit of a miscommunication. So Saipele, who scored from a similar position last week, takes the tackle. Tony is a dummy half. Here's Makiha. Looking for a little gap there. There could be one here. Tony, it is almost there. Oh, in fact, he's got it down. Malakai Tony. I don't know what happened there, but the try has been given with the ball being planted on the line. Malakai Tony, the son of Motu Tony, has scored, and Counties hit the front for the first time in the game.
Clutch play. He recognised where he was, had the grip on the ball to extend it and put it over the line. The South Islanders were complaining about something, but I didn't see it. Let's see it back on the inside here. Few gaps. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. Must have got that down with the left hand as well.
Oh, must have switched hands, eh? Let's have a look here. Well, the referee was right there. Yeah, brilliantly done by Tony. Fantastic stuff from him. Very good try for Malakai Tony. Third try of the tournament for him. Well, you've got to hand it to the Counties Manukau Stingrays here. Why they have certainly fronted up in this game. Not been intimidated by the slick form of their rivals. As Makiha adds the extras and gives Counties at 6-point lead now. 12 points to 6. 4 minutes to play until half-time.
Conversion successful from the halfback, Jordan Makiha. Takes our score now 12 points to 6. Counties Manukau over the South Island Scorpions.
Coach Gary Kingy.
Ruben Wiki Cup.
He'll be delighted with the resilience and resolve that his team have shown here. A lot tougher, haven't they, than they were 2 weeks ago when these two teams met.
I need you to stay behind here, fellas. Time to run! Good.
So Murphy restarts play.
Fine, into contact.
Here comes Ezekiel Start. Makiha. Now Tony, the try scorer. Now Harlem Tanamu. Oh, he's loving it, isn't he? Look at a big smile on his face. He's in his happy place. Here's to Manu. Now Felisto hit hard. Oh, and the ball comes loose. What a shot there. I think it was from Guthers who smashed it. A much smaller man. What a shot.
Yeah, that's making a statement. Yeah, little body. The Tauru covers, and yeah, he just put his shoulder straight into that ball. Perfect technique. It's not often you see Felisto rock backwards like that.
Cuthers is the only Otago player in this South Island team. Couple of West Coasters, but the rest are all from Canterbury. But Cuthers originally from Auckland, studying down at university there, and he earned all his money there. And maybe a chance here for the South Island with halftime not far away. Oh, Siyaki, and that's Toe again. Toe's just been hit hard, now he hits hard.
He was after a little bit of revenge there, wasn't he?
Look at Felisto, he loves it. He's had a terrific tournament, Felisto.
He took that last shot personally.
He did. Here's Donaldson. Gibson. Here's Cranwell running at space. Beautiful draw and pass to Laurie. Lomani Kaya, excellent hands until he just got a little ambitious. So lost ball there by the South Island.
Just forced that last little pass to Lomani Kaya. He caught it around his knees and probably should have taken the tackle, but he thought that there was an opportunity down that short side with Nyman. It's Cranwell again, like a little bit of ball play. There it is. He got it back into his hands. He thought, I'll get it to my little nimble fullback and see what he can do, but didn't see the tackle coming from behind him.
Wow, it's been a very good final, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
High
It's been
quality.
great, hasn't it?
Yeah, indeed. Got another 35 minutes to go.
Oh, now counties, we've seen how dangerous they are from scrums. Fonatalanga, taken by Uriah Tully and Caleb Murphy. Saipele, and now start again. He's almost shrugging himself free there. Saipele with good front foot running ball. Tully this time makes the tackle on the halfway. Oh, good hands there at dummy half again by Frank Tamanu. But look at Tully, he's busy. Made a lot of tackles in the first half. Ezekiel start. Ooh, that was a messy play, the ball, and yes, we saw it, didn't we? Start.
I was just about to say Ezekiel Start's been fantastic impact for counties since he's come on. It's really made a difference.
Well, the scrum won't have time to pack because it is half time. 2 tries in the first half to counties, to Ramsey and to Tony, both converted by Makiha, and that South Island score from Jaden Wellington, converted by Caleb Murphy. Well, this is a very nicely balanced game of NZRL 20s. Apt that it's the final, and we've got the second half coming up soon here on Sky Sport. So, Counties Manukau and the South Island here in the Ruben Wiki Cup final for 2023. A lot of other rugby league coming. We should tell you that next week, over Easter Sunday and Monday, we've got the District 9s tournament being played again down at Bruce Pullman. That's for under 16 and under 18s levels. So a lot of good junior rugby league still to come over the next week or so on Sky Sport, along with all the NRL. The 3 games coming today. And we have the Warriors playing the Sharks tomorrow at 6. But let's have a look at this game so far with these 2 teams. And I think we're all just neutrals of these 2 teams. White Onion, like you and I, would just be hoping for, a repeat from what we just got in the first half.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, some great rugby league played in that first 35 minutes. And the intensity levels from both sides have been fantastic. Probably a little bit more patience need to be shown by the South Island. They've been frustrated a little bit. Maybe a few of the decisions haven't gone their way. But they are a good quality rugby league side, and I know that they've got the attrition to hold in there for the remainder of the second half and bide their time before they can get themselves back in the front. For counties, but more of the same, really. They're big bodies. They'll just keep pounding away until they get a result. And if they can hold on to the ball, they'll take this game.
Yeah, they could. And, they've got firepower right across the park, and they've shown us in the last 2 weeks they're capable of scoring tries from anywhere on the field against high-quality opponents. And Ezekiel start with the first carry for Counties Manukau. Well handled by Tully and Donaldson, who have had very solid games for the South Island so far in this game. Here's Tanamu. Saipele waits at dummy half for Counties Manukau, just takes the carry this time himself, but handled by Takayo Cranwell. Oh, the late offload. Tamanu. Now Toe. Here's Toe again, almost smashing through Cuthers, who's to have had a good battle since since Cuthers came into the game. Makiha bringing Ramsey back on the angled run.
Good injection of pace from Ramsey.
Here's Saipele. Now Tony again. playing at lock in this game. Played the first couple of games at hooker. Last play now for the Stingrays.
Great set to start the second half.
Tamanu, that's a good kick, but that one's come forward off Malaysia. And Counties, a little error chasing through there from SO Malaysia.
Hand over back on the tram lights there.
Jake and Laurie lining this one up. Looks like they both knocked it on there, in fact, but the first one came off the Counties winger. So Laurie to play it. Here goes Manukau. Oh, fell into that tackle there of Tanamu. Just slipped on the turf there. Manukau is now playing in the centres with Hespoff injured. Others. South Island just looking a little bit disorganised through the first half of this set.
Yeah, the defensive pressure and the line speed from Counties is starting to make them force things a little bit.
Herbert back in position now for Counties Manukau. Running straight at Murphy, who's good on the tackle. And now Tamanu, giving it to Kingyake. Now Ramsey with the next carry. Trying to get round Donaldson, does so, but Cranwell's got him wrapped up. Tony in at dummy half. Now Tamanu gives it to Doe, who again threatens through the line. Tamanu got Naitoko there with him, but didn't use him on that occasion, did Frank Tamanu, the captain. Saipele with that big pass. And now to Makiha, looking to put some pressure on Siaki, and look out, Salkuru could be in space, or the ankle tap. That was pretty vital right there.
Yeah, it was indeed. Yeah, he was a waste, Salkuru, if he didn't get tripped there in the end. Great take and great offload. This is good football from the South Island. Just need to settle themselves down here a little bit.
Siaki creating everything again. How good has he been, the number 3? Cuthers to Murphy, to Tooley. Tooley just hanging on. Murphy now to Cuthers again. And Donaldson.
Hit hard there, Donaldson.
He
felt that.
just keeps going, doesn't he, Callum Donaldson? He plays with a lot of heart and courage. Cuthers. Murphy. Here's Siaki again. Good tackle that time coming in from Ramsey. Murphy with the kick on the last play. Kicking for Salkuru and Nyman. Oh, that's bounced for Nyman. I reckon he scored it. Let's see what the officials say. And here's referee Fevers. Oh, he's ruling it no try.
Double knock on. Oh, that opportunity was there. Good pressure by Hess, but that came off Counties.
It did.
Oh, yeah. I think it just came out of his grasp. Probably didn't get an opportunity to. Just needed to be patient there.
Oh, yes.
Simon.
Yeah, there was no knock on with the contesting of the ball. It was just the grounding of it. But good pressure being created by the South here, White.
Yeah, big test here for Counties.
Mamuta with the first carry. Cuthers, who's been brilliant since coming on in the 18. Here's Teho, who's back out there now.
That's the third time that South Island have been across the line and dropped the ball as well.
Yeah. Cuthers. Now Murphy, good line up here. Short ball to Tooley this time. Almost between those two defenders. Makiha with the tackle eventually. Siaki might have a dab from dummy half. He's there. Oh, he's over again. That's number 4. Well, referee Fevers was right there. Donaldson. Last play now for the South Island. Cuthers. Gibson with a little nudge through. Hesper's there, he's lost it.
That's a try.
Oh, hang on, Hesper's going to score the try. Referee Fevers. He's going to award it. There it is.
Oh, I didn't make a mistake this time. Nyman, first time he knocked it on. This time he looked like he rolled over the top. Or was it Hesp?
I think it was Hesp.
Yeah, he rolled over the top of it, came off his legs, managed to turn around and place it down. Nice little kick. He almost got there, though. Was there a hand on that ball? Not sure.
Yeah, I think we're going to get another look at it here. So just keep your eye on Hesp.
All knees. Really hard to tell, and our referees doesn't have the ability to play it back and have another look at it. And even with us looking back at it, it's really hard to tell. So good call in the end there from Jack Fevers, who...
Well, look, he was in perfect position.
Yeah, he was.
He was in a really good position to say yes or no, and he said yes. So Hesp gets the try. We saw him out of the game earlier. Well, it's been a real dynamic game, hasn't it? Two very evenly matched teams. And if Murphy can poke this through here, who knows which way this game's going to go.
Yeah, look, you go back to the take by Siaki off the kick and then the offload to his winger, Sokuru. And then they marched up the field quick, and Counties were just backpedaling that whole time. A couple of repeat sets and then this one in the end.
Yeah, it's one of those replays, isn't it? On that angle, it actually looked okay.
Yeah.
But on the other angle, there was just a little bit of doubt, wasn't it?
It looked like it hit his knee, bounced off the ground and touched his hand.
Yeah.
But at real speed, there's no way our referee could, or touchies could have known whether he knocked that ball on or not. And I think at 50-50, you got to go the way of the referees. So
12-all is the score. And now Uriah Tuli. In fact, that's Mamuta, who said, there by Tanamu. Nyman in at dummy half. He is handled beautifully by Saipele. He's going nowhere, Jacob Nyman. Oh, it's lost. It's lost there. Check out Makaya Saipele.
Yeah, good defensive efforts by Counties. They muscled up on the first runner. And they put some pressure on Nyman, little man, as he got up off the deck to play the ball. He just popped out of his hands.
Yeah, but messy from Nyman's perspective. Great work from Saipele. Yeah, didn't look like he did anything there, Saipele. Nyman frustrated straight away that he made the error, so what a chance here for Counties. But so far, both teams have defended these situations very well in the game. So let's see if that trend continues or Counties can maybe up their execution. Makiha, straight away Herbertson from the back. Comfortably handled by Tuli, he's playing well. Best game from him in the tournament. He saved his best till last. Fonotalanga. That's the try line right there. Murphy. Ramsey. Oh my goodness, there was 4 points for the taking right there, Kinyeke. Wow.
Oh, that's a big opportunity. Gone missing for Counties. The line was open.
Look at that gap there. Huge gap there. Salkudu was right and tight, and
that's white line fever. That's what that is.
That's not a good replay from Counties' perspective. That's also what that is. That
was definitely on.
What an escape for the Scorpions.
Yeah, huge wake-up call there for the South Island. Not sure why there was such a big gap and the man left unmarked out that left-hand side. Is a great run from Tuli. He is. Sorry, that's not Tuli.
That's Mamuta.
That's
yeah.
Mamuta. He's
Cuthers.
Great since he's come onto the field.
Cuthers has been excellent, hasn't he? A couple of big shots. Good dart from dummy half on that occasion. Now Tuli gets his hands on the ball. Cuthers. Here's Donaldson. Just going to take the tackle this time, Callum Donaldson. He just loves it, doesn't he, the West Coaster?
Yeah.
Gibson, the other West Coaster in this team. Good pass from Cranwell to Hesp. Lamani Kaya for the corner. Terrific try.
Great set of 6 in South Island. He just hacked away, and once again, Cranwell, he hasn't had too much involvement in terms of his running game, but his ball playing has been fantastic. He summed this up really nicely. Back row, face ball across the centre to the outside centre. Lamani Kaya, he'll finish those every day of the week.
Well, that is just beautiful execution.
He thinks he's Reece Walsh at Cranwell.
Well, terrific try, wasn't it? That was just what you want to see. Everything was done perfectly there. Hesp, the involvement of him, the finish from Lamani Kaya was great.
Yeah, right from the outset, Mamuta's carry.
Yep.
Just poking through the line. Just getting that county's team backpedaling.
Well, Hess back on the field, moving Lamani Kaya back to the wing. So 4 points, the margin now to South Island, and now big kick here for Caleb Murphy. 2 from 2 so far. He kicked 5 from 7 last week. And he's hooked that one away. So the score's going to remain 16 points to 12. Still plenty of time left in this game, 22 minutes.
Oh, still anybody's game. We've mentioned it plenty of times before. Counties have the strike power to take a game. We saw that last week against Akarana. A big opportunity missed down that right side, the short side, moments ago. And then South Island turned around on that very next set of 6 and ran up the field and scored a try. That's half a metre in front of the line, but Jack Fevers recognised that. So
I mean, the referee might as well go up to Jordan McKee and said, "Do you actually think I'm blind, son?" It's McKee. Shorter kick off there to Hess. Oh, wow. He just did such a key role in that try, and he's blown it right there, Isaiah Hess.
I wasn't really expecting it. Hess thought it was an easy catch in the end, and he maybe had too much time to think about it. But just like in the first half, where Counties put one down straight off the kickoff after a try, South Island returned the favour and give Counties a great opportunity to square here or go ahead.
Well, this is where they were when they were just a couple of minutes ago, with Frank Tamanu feeding the scrum. They got within a whisker. It's all history now, nothing you can do about it. As Pritchard to provide a bit of zip from dummy half is back out there now. And here's Fonatalanga. Ezekiel Start still out there.
Loves the big contact. He doesn't even run towards the little guys. He just runs straight at the big men.
Yeah, he's a very good player, isn't he? Here's Tony Tamanu. County's looking a little bit, again, could have been a bit sharper there, but Tamanu, hard man to bring down.
Great strength and balance.
Pritchard. Little dart from dummy half. Some great tackling there from Nyman, from Hespen, from Gibson.
He needed to get himself in that spot.
To Manu. There's the crash play from Felice Toe. He's not going to get to the line this time. Big moment in the game here. This is the last play. It's Makiha. Nudges, but Sokuda was there, and he's under a high tackle there. Hard luck there for that Counties runner. I think it was Savage coming through, but just drifting up around the head.
That's another big moment as well.
Well defended by the South Island.
Yeah, really well defended. I mean, and that's your classic Counties where they just crash it up. You know, they try and use their power to get over the line. South Island a little bit too good for that. But at the back of it, it was a pretty good kick, and if they had managed to either trap him in the in goal or even a metre out from their own try line, then things could be a whole heap different. So there's a little discipline, there's a little 1%ers that change the momentum of the game.
Tooley's having a big game in the 12 jersey. Now Jaden Wellington back out there, who scored that first try. Fantastic player. Now Donaldson. Sneaking behind the ruck with a good run again. Others to Gibson. That's Cranwell's pass out to Isaiah Hesp. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it, Hesp. Wow, well. And it was Felice Towan there making the tackle on Isaiah Hesp. Big play there by the county's back rower.
Yeah, that right side centre Hesp. He just needs to calm down, just settle a little bit. He's seen the emotions are running high for the centre. He's tried to offload that to Cranwell. It's travelled forward. Just want to be in a situation where he starts getting a little hot-headed, starts getting a little frustrated and costing his team.
Savage. Pritchard. And now Tony. Well, the game just feels like it might have just taken a little bit of a lull. Let's see how long that lasts. The start goes over the halfway line.
Yeah, if anyone's going to spark it back up again, it's going to be Ezekiel Stark.
Yeah, definitely. To Manu. And now Harlem Tanamu.
Run.
Still out there, Tanamu. Placement back row. Pritchard having a little dart from dummy half.
These are the stages where your pre-season, your training really matter.
That was Herbert with the kick. Lamani Kaya, but it's Tamanu who's got it. Oh, Herbert again. And that's Malaysia. No, whoa. Very close. Great scrambling D again by Tatoru Cuthers.
Yeah, big moments and big games. Once again, it was a fantastic take. Desperation football from counties there as they offload the ball. That's a great take. The flick pass. There was numbers there. Malaysia saw the line. The boys managed to get across there and stop that one. So, great rugby league.
Well, it wasn't just Cuthers in there for the South Island. It was Jaden Huerta as well, who's come onto the field. Lamani Kaya. Or that will be a bit of a blow for the South Island if his game is done. Here's Cranwell throwing himself into the line. So Lamani Kaya just couldn't quite get there. Now we see Siyaki. Great carry. Look at Siyaki's strength again. Harmer Campbell back out there. Good front foot running ball for Uriah Tooley. Wants to get to his feet quickly to play it. Donaldson. Wellington. Space for Cranwell. Here's Cranwell, the big fella. Takayo Cranwell.
Oh, great tackle.
That tackle from Herbert was a ripper. Harmer Campbell, Wellington. Oh, how about that? That was terrific. Oh, it's Kingeke, who dropped the ball on the line at the other end of the field about 10 minutes ago. He's come up with a try saver.
Yeah, definitely try saver. That was a tackle that needed to be made, and it needed to be made well. Great passage of play. Great rugby league.
Well, two fantastic tackles.
This run from Cranwell. This cut down.
Oh, Herbert. What a tackle.
That was a big tackle that needed to be made, and great recognition. Wellington saw there, but yeah, can just come in, jammed the little halfback. This is a real grind here now, both these sides.
Well, let's see what drama is still coming. Just the one try in the second half so far. In fact, there's been two tries, of course. Lamani Kaya and Hesp. There's Stanley Hangano back out there now. Pritchard. Here's Tamatimu. Tamatimu finding some space. Good run. Good tackle. That's Thule again. Good run from Tamatimu. Makiha, excellent front foot running ball. Look at Ramsey. Ramsey can run in the winger here. Kingeke. Oh, what a try for Counties. It's Jordan Makiha.
Yeah, real arm wrestle. It looked like they've had a head clash on the back end of that one. Great break. I mean, good recognition. And once again, the man who put himself in the position was Doity Ramsey. There he is, slotting into position. Nice little pop offload. This one back on the inside. Question mark on the pass, but our referee Jack Fever's right there. Back on the inside. Here it is once again.
Well, it came off that fantastic run from Jeremiah Tamatimu and some great skill and offloading to finish it off. Jordan Makiha going over to score it.
Where's the head clash?
Well, yeah, that's interesting. And we've got Frank Tamanu now to give counties the lead again. So 18 plays 16 with Tamanu goaling that one. What a game. And we've still got 13 to play.
Try was scored by number 7, Jordan Makiha. Conversion from Frank Tamanu makes our score now 18 points to 16.
So Pritchard and the county's teammates buoyed by that try, and what a cracking try it was, and now the South Island have got to roll their sleeves up again.
Yeah, I mean, 12 minutes. Big 12 minutes coming up. Only 2 points in it. This is still anybody's game.
Yeah,
yes.
Title. Ruben Wiki Cup on the line too is Tamatimu.
Things are getting exciting. I mean, look, this is also where this South Auckland, the fan base, the whānau come into play. All the ainga that's turned up here today to support their counties boys. This is where South Island have to drown out that noise and just stick to what they know.
Hingano close to losing the ball and play the ball right there. Now Savage, good tackle right around his legs there by Callum Donaldson. Tony. Now we have Tamanu once again. Pritchard. All the hands from Toe. Good tackle from Hesp. That needed to be made. Do not want to put Toe in the clear. Pritchard. There's a little nudge from Makiha. Bounces good. Makiha's got it again. Here's Ramsey. Caleb Murphy with a try saver. Wow.
Great desperation defense. Good little execution from that little chip kick from Makiha. There's the captain. He's in there just questioning why they didn't get a penalty for this little slap around the face here.
Oh, I don't know about
that one there, though,
Tony.
from Manukau. They were wondering why that wasn't a penalty.
Well, we've got a pause in the game. Looks like a player down in back play. So play's going to stop with about 10 to go. Well, two-point game here, White. The South Island team right there.
A good opportunity here for counties to really put some pressure on. They can dig in here, get their line speed up, put some pressure on South Island carriers and restrict them to as little meters as possible.
Murphy with the play the ball. Oh, good tackling from Counties Manukau. Fantastic. Well, that's about the first time in the tournament we've seen Siaki go backwards. Cranwell. Counties Manukau very keen to force an error from South Island now. Oh, great hands from Hesp. Well, the South Island look a bit rattled. And the pressure from Counties has paid off.
Well, that's exactly what I said. They get their line speed going, get some numbers in the tackle, and start putting some pressure on the carriers. They can come up with an error, and that's exactly what they've done. Hess, once again, just pushing the pass unnecessarily.
Well, here's the error. Great defending from Counties.
I mean, it was that last tackle was a little bit high, but just a pass that wasn't needed to have been thrown.
Well, Hespe's been in the wars, hasn't he? Came off in the first half, and now he's down. Bit of concern for Isaiah Hespe here. Try scorer earlier on in the game, try scorer last week as well. Got 2 in the first game against Waikato. And he's actually, a few in the county system might know him actually. He's came up to counties, came through the South Island system, came up to counties for a couple of years and has moved back to Christchurch last year. So Hess doesn't look happy. Well, Laurie is coming on to replace him. So Hespe, see what happens with 9 minutes to play, whether he comes back. Big chance here for Counties. Great D just a moment ago, why? Let's see if they can convert it into points and maybe take a decisive lead in the game as Savage hit that one nice and well. Let's have a look at Counties here as they look on the right-hand side as Herbert. Bit of front foot running ball for Robin Herbert, the elusive fullback. Pritchard looking to maybe bring Hingano into play. Here goes Stanley Hingano. Just kind of drive us over the line. He's there. Stanley Hingano. Big score there. That could take Counties 8 clear with less than 10 to play.
Yeah, big moment. And once again, on the back of their defense is where it all came from for the Counties side. They recognised that they had an opportunity to try and jam them down here in this end.
Well, Hingano got a good start there. Plenty of black jumpers there, why? But he was just too big and powerful. But the South Island will be, Darcy Jacobs and the rest of the camp will be a bit disappointed they didn't muscle up on D there. Well, Colours went in there trying to make the big shot. And Hingano was too strong and powerful on that shoulder region.
Yeah, the big man just kept driving, kept driving.
So Makiha. Makiha now with an important kick here. He's been kicking really well for Counties through this tournament. 8 from 8 against Bay of Plenty, 4 from 4 against the South Island in the last game. Only missed 1 last week against Akarana. And he's 2 from 2 so far. He's 2 from 3 in this game so far. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Well. Big miss there. 7 minutes to play, South Island. They need a converted try to lock the game up.
7 minutes, they are good enough to do it. Those Counties have the energy. I think they do to hold them out.
So Counties, I guess the big, there's Tamatimu goes through the line again. Oh, there's the error. I was just about to suggest to you why that Counties need to get to their kick, but hang on. Cranwell has ruled to knock it on, so Counties are going to get a scrum feed.
That's exactly what happened. He actually batted the ball back. It was an offload that really was unnecessary. Here it is, Cranwell, and he got there, got on the ball, but it just popped out of his grasp.
To Manu with the scrum feed. Again, now County, same as before. They need to get to their kick here. It's Ramsey. Malaysia. That's Malaysia clean through. Oh, this could be the match winner right here. And it is. Oh, what a try again from a scrum. Malaysia.
Oh, rightfully so. They're stoked. 5 minutes to go. Be very tough for the South Island to try and come back from here in Malaysia. We saw him do it last week against Akarana. We saw him do it in the first half as well, just off the back of a scrum. But just the pace of the kid. He skipped to the outside. Nice fend. And he got around Siaki, who's been one of the best for the South Island. Palm to the chest, and he had the pace to go all the way. Scores under the post.
Well, really clever of Counties to act. He's a left winger, remember, White. To get him over to the right off the scrum.
Yep. Yeah, indeed. They just outnumbered them on that left-hand side for the South Island. Once again, there was an opportunity there for Cranwell in the South Island. If they had come up with that offload error, you know, they could have finished it. They could have made their way back into this one, giving themselves an opportunity.
Well, we didn't see the best of Malaysia over maybe the first 2 rounds, but how good has he been in the last 2 weeks, Spy?
Yeah, he's been
far
fantastic.
Out. And Makiha, he will convert it, and all of a sudden Counties are in front by 12. Well. Malaysia created that first try for Ramsey in the first half. Now scores one himself. Well, no option now for South Island. They've got to go short. They've got to find 2 tries in the next 4 minutes. And it's nicely taken by Saipele. Donaldson desperately trying to wriggle the ball loose. But they can't get it. Naitoko, who was influential in the first half, hasn't had too many opportunities in the second. Saipele. Here's Saipele shrugging through. Early kick. Well, Nyman now gets a chance from the back here. This is it for the South Island. They really have to score from this set. And they have to score quickly to get the ball back as well. Cuthers. And now Wellington. Donaldson. Well, two of those 2 players have been fantastic in this game. Cuthers is another very good player as Cranwell. Good hands to Lamani Kaya. Here's Cranwell. Cuthers. Here's Murphy. That might have drifted forward from Salkudu. It hasn't. It's play on Salkudu. What a shot there from Kinyeke.
Need to come up with something here.
This is it for the South Island. They've got to score this. Cranwell, the target of that. Great hands from Malaysia, who's taken it in the in goal, and it's back to the 20. Wow, if Cranwell had got up there and taken that, there might have been an outside chance for the South Island.
They just recognise the game is gone from them now, I think, the South Island. They tried their very best, right down to that last kick.
Well, some brilliant long-range tries from Counties as Ramsey asks some questions again of the South Island defence. There might be one more try in this game yet, and it might be from the Stingrays as we see Ezekiel start. Up to the 20. They want to ice it one more time as Tau gets in. Gives it to Tamanu. Naitoko. Anthony Naitoko. Still opportunities here for counties. Saipele. That's Tau again. How good was he in the first half? Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. The referee Fever's right there. No penalty coming for counties.
Yeah, just not enough time. Not enough time. A valiant effort from the South Island. Fantastic game from South Auckland. The counties did a great job of rectifying what they got wrong in the first game. They played the South Island and they were enormous. Siaki has been one of the best for me.
Yeah, there's been some good players in the South Island team that we've really enjoyed through the tournament. Siaki definitely one of them. Here he is here with his hands on the ball. He's a real handful. Cuthers. Waits at dummy half. Murphy. Let's see what they can cook up from deep in their own half here. Lamani Kaya takes the line on. Can he get his hands free? Lamani Kaya. Cranwell at dummy half. And now it is Gibson. We're inside the last 30 seconds. Check that D out. Wow. Tamanu. What a tackle there from Tamatimu as well. Couple of big plays from Tamatimu as Donaldson is thumped. And that was Tanamu that time with a big tackle. Or was it Savage? It was Savage. Last couple of plays coming up in the game now. And Counties have got it.
Yeah, huge win. Congratulations to Counties. Had to work the hard way. They come up against a fierce competition. Akarana last week. Managed to get home just in that one. And this one, they were patient enough. They held their nerve. And they came home right at the very end to overcome a very, very strong South Island side. Who were probably tipped to be the favourites and win this one. The Counties in the end, it was their D that got it for them. They just had the presence of mind and big moments of the game to come up with some big defensive efforts and get the win over the South Island side, who can hold their heads up proud because that kid there, Murphy, who's just been lifted up, he was fantastic. Across the park, they had some outstanding performances. Siaki, Cranwell, Donaldson, Nyman. Huge efforts from...
That's a nice scene, isn't it? Gary Kingy being swamped by his teammate. Team, that's cool. You know, there's been some deaths in their whānau too in the last few weeks too, and it's told a couple of weeks ago that they're really tight, this Counties team, way, and I think that shot there of Gary Kingy being swamped just exemplifies that.
Yeah, I mean, as tragic and sad as the passing of a loved one can be, it seemed to have galvanised this team over the last couple of weeks as well. Regardless of whether they've won or lost, they would have been a very tight unit. So, congratulations to Counties on a fantastic performance over this entire tournament.
Yeah, rightly so. Yeah, Hangano, that play was big near the end, and as you touched on, this team will be taking this loss hard, but right through the tournament, even though they were beaten on the day today, they've played really well all the way through the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, really impressive team. They worked as a unit. There's probably a couple of little uncharacteristic errors that they came up with today. A couple of things didn't quite go their way, a couple of drops over the line that potentially they might have scored in weeks past, but look, this time it just wasn't their day.
Well, as the teams congratulate themselves, let's hear from the MVP of the final. He is with Fred de Jong.
Well, Felice, congratulations on being named man of the match. How tough was that game?
Oh, it's pretty tough. We knew it was going to be a tough game. From the last time we versed them, we took an L. But our boys work hard throughout the week to come back and get the top here in finals. Yeah.
12-6 up at half-time. What was the message in the break, man?
Oh, the message was just keep it going, keep the flow going, momentum, and then just keep taking their middles in. Yeah.
And what does it mean for you and your teammates to win this title?
Oh, it's pretty buzzy because last year I played Vulcans and we lost to the 18 counties. But yeah, credit to the boys for playing hard and getting the cup back ourselves.
It's been quite an emotional couple of weeks for the team and that, so this is this is just a reward for you guys.
Oh, pardon?
It's been a pretty emotional couple of weeks for the team. This is a good reward for the team.
Oh yeah, probably the boys are gonna go home and have a few beers, celebrate the win. Yeah, credit to the boys.
Awesome, mate. Congratulations. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Felice Tau was so good right the way through the tournament. And remember, it was a standoff in those first few games. He slotted into that back row position on the left edge very well indeed. So we're getting set for the presentation. And Counties Manukau, the winners of the Ruben Wiki Cup for 2023. But that game was in the balance for a long, long time. Just a couple of key moments near the end of those tries from Hingano and Malaysia.
Yeah, and we knew it was going to be an arm wrestle from both sides. They both had the opportunities. There was a couple of times there, some desperation defence, stopped tries. So
well, they're going to have their hands on the cup very soon. Great credit to their captain too, Frank Tamanu, who's led this team well coached by Gary Kingy. Yeah, you know, they had those two games, this game here in the semi last week, they were no gimmies. So there's plenty of heart and courage in this team. Really good spirit in them.
like you wouldn't believe.
Yes, exactly. So, just standing by for the start of the presentation.
Kawhe ki, kawhe ka, no te matahau, no
Here we
tū.
go.
No tū te winiwini, no tū te wanawana, no tū tonu whakatika. Renei te takapau ma te katahuri ake ki te Māori no tanga oki, oki piri ngā tupuna, piri taupiri mai rāe. A piki mai, kake mai, whakatau mai rā, hara mai rā, a ki runga ki a Ngāti Te Ata, ki a Ngāti Tamaoho. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pertec Ruben Wiki Under-20 National Competition post-match presentation. To start our presentation, I'd like to call forward the New Zealand Rugby League Board Director, Jenny Pearce, to present our awards. To start our post-match, if I could call on the captain from the South Island Scorpions to come forward and share a few words.
Yeah, firstly I'd like to thank our supporters for coming out today. It's a long trip from down south to up here, but at the counties, shop boys, they just played a mean game, leave it all out there. Our boys, condolences, we had a real good tournament, but wasn't on the day. And finally, thanks to our sponsors, Rosie's and Skivington's. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to present our Pertec player of the grand final from the county's Manukau Stingrays. Please put your hands together for number 11, Felice Tau.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank our God, our Heavenly Father, for bringing us here today. And shout out to the boys from coming out, from giving us a tough game. To the boys, we did it. Cup's coming back to Southside!
At this time, if we can give a round of applause for our runners-up today. They travelled all the way from the South Island, representing the whole of Te Waipounamu. Your runners-up, the South Island Scorpions. Once again, if we can have a round of applause for the South Island Scorpions. Of course, we like to acknowledge our match officials. Can we have a round of applause on the sideline as touch judges Paki Parkinson, Liam O'Brien, and of course the man in the middle, Jack Fevers. Can we have a round of applause for our referees? At this time, I'd like to call on the captain of the County Manukau Stingrays to share a few words.
Yeah. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to the man above. I'd like to say thank you to New Zealand Rugby League for giving us the opportunity to play in our 20s comp. I'd like to thank you to all our sponsors. I'd like to thank you to the South Island team coming all the way up here and playing their hearts out today for our mean game. And I'd like to thank you to the boys, for pulling through this year. We had our ups and downs. I'd like to thank you to all the supporters. Yeah, Counties, baby. I'd like to thank you to all our supporters. Without you, we wouldn't have done this. This whole tournament was for all our loved ones that sadly passed away. And yeah, that one was for our families. Thank you.
At this time, I'm going to call on New Zealand Rugby League Board Director Jenny Pearce to present the captain and the winning captain of the New Zealand Rugby League Under-20 Pertec Ruben Wiki Cup. Your winners, Counties Manukau Stingrays. And just as the winning team is going to chase their coach, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps us up for today. Can we have a round of applause for all our sides? E mihi ana kia tātou katoa, tēnā koutou, kia ora tātou katoa.
Well, how about that? Why, that was a pretty neat celebration and presentation, wasn't it?
Great scenes, yeah, great scene. Congratulations once again to the county side. Well-deserved win today. throughout this tournament. All these teams that have fronted over the length of this under-20s competition, it's been really good, really high level of rugby league. So we're looking forward to seeing this competition get stronger and stronger throughout the years, and hopefully some of these boys can go on to greater representative honours.
Yeah, 100%. So there we are, folks. Well done to the county's Manukau Stingrays, prevailing over the South Island to win the Ruben Wiki Cup, 28 points to 16. We hope you enjoyed coverage, not only today's game, but all the games through the last 4 to 5 weeks. And we'll catch you for more rugby league here on Sky Sport very soon.